Happy spring and welcome to Make a Difference, the show about how volunteers are making a difference every day right here in Montgomery County. I'm your host, Sandy Smith, and we welcome you here via Zoom due to the ongoing pandemic crisis. In this episode, we will discuss ways the county residents can volunteer to help protect our environment, not just during Earth Month, but anytime throughout the year. Today, we are speaking with Larissa Johnson, the Residential Energy Program Manager for the Montgomery County Department of Environmental Protection. Welcome, Larissa.
Hi, thank you so very much for having me, Sandy.
Thank you for being here today. Since we're dealing with this pandemic, I would imagine that a lot of the Earth Month activities we're used to have become virtual, correct?
That is correct, although we have been trying to do a lot of things to get people out of their homes during this time, very safely, of course, and in their own time frame. So we've had a few opportunities throughout the year. For instance, we've had an energy scavenger hunt happening all over the county. There are 60 locations where people can go take a picture of the sign with their phone, and then they get prizes like $25 gift cards to different locations throughout the county. So that's something that's been happening all, the entire year ever since last October, which was National Energy Action Month.
Oh, wow, that is so fun. So how would a person go about registering for that, or what do they do to become involved in that?
Sure. So everything is on our website, which is montgomeryenergyconnection.org. You can go there for all things energy related, and all of our programs are there. You can also go to mygreenmontgomery.org to find out everything that's happening for Earth Month. So there's a lot going on. Another thing that we've been doing is really encouraging people to recycle their compact fluorescent light bulbs. So what we have found throughout this pandemic time and also before is that people didn't know that compact fluorescent light bulbs contain mercury. And so we want to make sure that people are disposing them properly. So we have some opportunities for volunteering, right? So we have light bulb exchanges. So we're encouraging people, especially if they are members of a congregation or Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, any organization like that, if they're interested in hosting a light bulb exchange, we would love to participate and to partner with them with that.
So recycling is really a difficult thing for me anyway, and I think for a lot of people, because different states have different recycling regulations, and it actually varies by county. So could you tell us a little bit about your Recycle Right program?
Of course. So Recycle Right is all about knowing exactly what should be recycled. So if you look at the bottom of your plastic bottles, you're looking for things that are 1 through 5. Those are the things that should be recycled here in Montgomery County. And just like our compact fluorescents, all of that goes to the Shady Grove transfer station right on Frederick Road. And so with the compact fluorescents, like I said, they contain mercury. So you're going to go all the way to the end at Shady Grove where the paint and hazardous waste goes. And that's where you recycle them. Those are the only things that cannot go into your recycle bin. So if you have county pickup, you can put your plastics into that recycle bin. You could put aluminum into that recycle bin. You could put glass into that recycle bin, but you cannot put compact fluorescent light bulbs. And that's because once they break, they're going to release that mercury and contaminate everything in that recycle bin.
So wow, really, I had no idea.
Yeah. And the thing is, we don't know that your compact fluorescent light bulb was in that recycle bin. So when it breaks, because it will break because they are glass, when it breaks in transport to the transfer station, you have now contaminated, or we have now contaminated everything in that back of the truck, essentially, with mercury. So, yeah.
So should we clean our recycling bins regularly just in case something got in there that would it contaminate it also in the future?
So for compact fluorescents, thank you for bringing that up. Yes, once they break, they're going to release mercury. So if you were to have a compact fluorescent light bulb break in your home, we encourage you to treat it just like a hazardous waste. So open all your windows, leave the room for about 15 minutes, like air out the room. And then you want to pick up the shards of glass with either a wet paper towel or tape, something that's sticky. You want to get those shards of glass. You do not want to use a broom or a vacuum cleaner, because once you use that broom or vacuum cleaner, cleaner, the mercury then goes into that broom or vacuum cleaner. So every time you use that broom or vacuum cleaner, you are potentially putting mercury back into the atmosphere. So exactly what you're saying. If you have thrown away compact fluorescent light bulbs in your recycle bin, I would suggest that you do rinse them out, just to make sure that the mercury is gone. You're gonna have to be very careful because it is a hazardous waste. So just be careful when you're cleaning anything out. But yes, please make sure your recycle bins are maintained. You don't want to have cross contamination at all in your recycle bins. So
that is great information. So do these programs need volunteers?
yes. So with Department of Environmental Protection and with all of our programs, we always need volunteers because I am the only residential energy program manager for the entire county. And there's 1.1 million people here. So my job is to make sure all residents know how to recycle their compact fluorescent light bulbs correctly or recycle right. So I need help. Yeah. So like I said, we do light bulb exchanges. And so what we encourage, and we provide SSL hours, student service learning hours for
Yes.
students if they need it, if they are there to help us put together an event. Like I said, we have been doing light bulb exchanges even during COVID, but they have been socially distanced, all outside. What we do is we go to a congregation on a set day for a few hours, like 2 to 3 hours. And so they're members of the congregation or the members of that Girl Scout troop all know that we're going to be at this outdoor location from 12 to 3. And then people are able to bring their compact fluorescents and incandescent light bulbs and swap them out for LEDs. So we are always looking for opportunities for folks to volunteer their time and to set up one of these light bulb exchanges. We bring everything to you. You just are there like as a volunteer to help, manage the event and to take the light bulbs and recycle them properly, recycle them right. So
I think that's a wonderful program. How do volunteers get more information and contact you directly?
yes. So if you are interested in hosting a light bulb exchange outdoors at some event in the future or for your organization, you just email energy@montgomerycountymd.gov. If you don't remember that, you can go to either of the websites, montgomeryenergyconnection.org or mygreenmontgomery.org, and there's always a contact us button, so you can go there and I'll get your information. So it's pretty easy. It's a great way to get student service learning hours for those high school students that need hours. And we just have a lot of opportunities. Even with COVID, we're trying to still make sure that there are things that students can do to help make sure that our environment is clean and that compact fluorescent light bulbs are being recycled right.
Wonderful. Great information. We've been speaking with Larissa Johnson, the Residential Energy Program Manager for the Montgomery County Department of Environmental Protection. Thanks for joining us today, Larissa.
Thank you so very much for having me. And don't forget to email me if you'd like to volunteer.
If you're interested in volunteer opportunities, please go to our website, montgomeryserves.org. I'm your host, Sandy Smith. Thank you for joining us. Let's be sure to make a difference.